don't have slide. Most of the speaker only show all my slides now. So I think most of the thing relate to whatever they say just now. Yeah. But I will straightforward focus on the subject. Content is king, conversation is queen. Yeah. So I agreed with Mark just now. Before you can create any content, you need to have data. Yeah. So let me brief about myself. So I'm my background. I'm not a marketing person. I'm from hospitality earlier. Especially I'm handling recreation. That's my background. Yeah. So when I want to go further to be a GM, then I realize, hey, I need to learn marketing. Yeah. But when I get the opportunity to be a GM, then I realize I don't have network. Yeah. So you can hire so many sales manager, end of the day, either they can achieve or not, that is a different story. Yeah. So what I do last time is that I'm using the social media. So social media is very important for me because I'm using the social media to look for travel agency. Yeah. It is shortcut. You don't have to spend money to go to KL, go to Singapore, to go all over the world. Just use social media. That's what I'm doing until now. Yeah. So when I joined this company, Crocodile Adventureland, 5 years ago, my owner instructed me, say, Mr. Adam, we don't do any TripAdvisor accounts and Facebook accounts because we are the largest crocodile farm in Malaysia, and then recently a lot of NGOs will start complaining because we harvest crocodile. Our main business is producing watch strap. Most of the watch strap in the world, high-end watch, is from our company. But we don't even tell Malaysian about this. Rolex, Tissot, you name it, all high-end watch is from our company. Yeah. So then the owner said, okay, better don't, we stop. But at that time, I still think TripAdvisor at that time is still considered as my social media for tourism industry, whereby a lot of international market and local market review TripAdvisor before they go and spend their money during the holiday. Yeah. So then we create TripAdvisor accounts. Earlier we are starting at number 66 in the island. From at that time 75 attraction in the island in 2015. And then within 2 years, we managed to increase our rank from 66 to now we are at number 7 in the island. Yeah. But a lot of people say, Mr. Ada, how come you can do very short time to increase your rank? Because we have a lot of one-star complaint. That's why we are at number 66 at that time. Yeah. Because I have different idea how to sell my product. I'm selling experience. I'm not selling my product, I'm selling experience. Because a lot of product, they have great product, but they don't elaborate what experience you will get with that product. So my challenge is that at Crocodile Adventureland, I only have one species, crocodile only. If compared to other animal attraction in the island, I think we have nearly 4 animal attraction in the island that I have to compete. They are all like mini zoo, but I only have one species. So in order for me to create content, I review data. So at that time we don't have Facebook accounts. First I review Google account. Yeah, because I think most of you never check your Google account. Because Google accounts, you can identify who search under your brand. Male, female, age, what is their interest. Based on that, then I start creating product that I think will create more good experience compared to my competitor. Yeah. So in 2015, when we start, I opened a Facebook account page for my park. Yeah, at that time, we start with one video. I just use my handphone. Yeah. So that's why reason now the social media is so easy. You can just use all your handphone. You don't have to purchase high-end DSLR. No need. Just use your handphone. Even at that time, I'm using Samsung S4, but the quality at that time only 2K. Yeah, I'm just using my phone. But what experience you want to showcase at your video? That's another thing. If you just want to show Crocodile, they will start comparing, what's different you and Melaka crocodile farm? Yeah. And then I've been to Zoo Negara, they have one crocodile, just do sunbathing, don't do anything, yeah. So there's a challenge. Then we start improve our product whereby we introduce in-house tour guide. We create few activities, interesting activities, at that time considered very thrill. We do crocodile fishing. When we introduce, a lot of people complain, hey, you cannot do crocodile fishing. So no, it's all about education. Yeah. So all the photo that we snapped at that time, I did it myself. I don't have a team at that time. Yeah, because no one believed social media will grow to this extent at that time, 5 years ago. Yeah. So at that time, people more to personal. Yeah. So you would tell about your life, what you eat at the time. Yeah. So then I think, okay, we need to try something because I don't know most of the tourism players in Langkawi at that time, Malaysia. I say, wow, how to penetrate this market? Yeah, because my competitor doing very well, so I need to use this shortcut for me. Yeah, then we create a Facebook page. I run it for 2 years. At that time, the idea is just to create awareness, So a lot of people, the mistake that they make when you post one photo, actually you can tag people. It doesn't mean that you're going to tag your friend only. Yeah. What I normally practice, I will tag my travel agent. So for example, if I want to penetrate Saudi Arabia market, I will type, okay, tag travel agent Saudi Arabia. Then they come up with list. Tag. Yeah. So this section, conversation is screened because once you tag them, they will contact you. Means that they have interest to sell you. Yeah. So that's what happened with my Facebook page until today. Yeah. So we will gather all the data, then we create content. Then whether that content is strong enough or not, that will be secondary, because you need to experience first, then you study the data. Because how to get the data? I will put Facebook ad. I pay every day until now. We pay Facebook ad. Yeah? Because from Facebook ad, you will see the detail. Who review your post, from which state, from which country, what age, what time. Yeah? And then the biggest mistake when people advertise in Facebook, they don't realize that Facebook ads, you can reduce the size of reach. Yeah. So what we did, I only spent not much per day, 10 ringgit only. Yeah, 10 ringgit, because certain company, I have a friend in Langkawi, yeah, that spend one day 1,000 ringgit. Yeah, 1,000 ringgit. It's logic because his package is 1,000 ringgit. So he can sell one, good enough. Because 1,000 ringgit value, maybe he can reach to 20, 30,000 via Facebook. Yeah, like me, my target is only to reach 3, 4,000. If I can get 10% from that, it's good enough for me. Yeah. So then we streamline because we know that we are in the island. Where is the focus point in the island? So we focus JT Kuala, JT Kuala Perlis, Georgetown, Airport, Chenang. So the radius from normally Facebook will recommend you to have 20 miles radius. So you will reach someone that not interested to buy your product. Yeah. So then we streamline into 1 mile only. So if at JT around that area, means that whoever at Kuala Perlis JT, they will get my advertisement. Yeah. Only at JT. Then we focus. Yeah. That's what we are doing now. Yeah. So even my social media, we only focus currently only Facebook and Instagram. Yeah. Twitter, I'm not sure whether my social media team is focused in Twitter or not, but I prefer Instagram and Facebook. Yeah. So whereby whatever we post in Instagram, we will come out in Facebook because now they are same company. Yeah. So try to minimize the cost, but because my company, we focus on ROI. You don't simply spend, end up you want to tell your boss we fail. Try to use your money first. Then you realize how to spend the money wisely. Because when I start this Facebook page, I use my own money. Because the company don't believe social media is very important. So I use my own money to advertise for nearly 6 months. Minimum, just want to try whether it's effective or not. Yeah? And then I have few colleagues in the island that have same idea, and then we share. Yeah? And then we start receiving a lot of feedback from agent, because I'm focused more on agent. Yeah? And then just now Miss Ashley also telling about how to measure. So we are Crocodile Adventureland, we have our ticket counter. So every time the customer comes to our ticket counter, we will ask, because we have our own analysis system whereby to analyze the customer know about our product from which marketing segment. Yeah, from our brochure, from our maybe Ladybird map, maybe, yeah, from Google, yeah, from Facebook. So at least after we have all this data, then easier for us to spend or invest in A and B. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, because I'm telling you about my own experience. Yeah, and then this year actually we hired 2 influencers to try. Because I want to try. Because I want to know whether my own strategy is right or not. Yeah, but the challenge with influencer, when I try to ask them to promote my place, they don't understand about the experience part. They know the system. Okay, we can do this. But I say the photo, because just now one of the subjects is about image. Image is very important. Yeah, because it will tell you what you will get if you buy the ticket. Yeah, because Crocodile Adventureland recently, since last year, when we introduced our combo tree. Yeah. So just for everyone information, my top sellable package is the most expensive package. Yeah. So currently our package, the most expensive one is around 80 ringgit. Yeah. The most sellable package. A lot of my competitor will ask me, how come you can sell 80 ringgit? We sell 30 ringgit. We receive a lot of complaint. Because we sell experience. Experience don't have value. People will spend because of that experience. And then our market, 70% is the foreigner. That's why I'm using the social media to penetrate local market. I'm not focusing on international market. I'm focusing on local market, because based on data, Malaysians use Facebook more in the world. I'm not sure what rank, maybe number 1, I think. Number 1 in the world is Malaysia. Yeah, so that's why we focus on Facebook to capture local market. So to all players in the room, yeah, so my advice, first you need to understand your product, understand your strength, then try to relate it into experience, then people will spend. Yeah, because if you are hotel, they challenge with you, because most of the hotel, because I'm from hotel industry. I learned one thing when I was with Jaya group, because if you talk to front office manager, if you talk to most of the sales, they only talk about rooms and F&B. Yeah, but I'm lucky at that time when I joined Jaya group Langkawi, the GM talk about experience. When they talk about experience, means that the recreation department will be the most important department compared to rooms and F&B. Because if you are selling room, other hotels also same thing, selling room. If you are selling international market, you need to understand, international market, they don't spend more time in the room. International market, we explore the island. They don't have time to sleep. They just use the room just to sleep. Not like us local, will analyze, why are the TV old TV? That's what happened if we are local. Yeah. If you stay at Jaya now, because I'm from there, I worked there nearly 6 years. They still use the box TV. So if you're Malaysian, you say, we stay at budget hotel in Putrajaya, 60 ringgit flat TV only. But Berjaya box TV. No, because for them, they are selling the scenery, they're selling the experience. Yeah, even you cannot hear any music at the beach because the wave sound is also a selling point. But if we are Malaysian, number one, if we want to swim, we need to have loud music. It's true. Yeah, because for us, when we hear any good music, dance music, okay, that's if suddenly you think, silent, boring. Yeah, this local. But first, like I think most of the speaker informed just now, you need to study, analyze, understand your product. Then you can sell. If not, you will have same excuse like other maybe your competitor. We fail, then we stop. You need to analyze the failure. Why fail? Maybe because of one or two things only. Yeah. So that is my experience. Because I'm just telling my experience because I don't have slide. Because I think most of the thing our three speakers already spoke just now. Yeah. So I hope you can improve if you have your own page. Yeah. So if you have anything, maybe later you can ask me. Okay, thank you.
Okay. I think it's quite good because it's a... Okay. I think it's quite